crazy guy next to me.
Hi.
Hi.
It's not my fault.
It never is.
Nope.
This is the man holding you back. I understand. I've been there. So, Moon Knight, what happened in video game news this week?
Well, first up, apparently, Guild Wars 2, Heart of Thorns, released, and IGN had the top 10 things to think about, or know, about the expansion.
Yep. Firstly, the level cap is not going to be changing with this expansion.
Nope, it's staying at 80.
Yep. Instead, you'll get new masteries to improve with experience, adding new customization to the game.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
It's a literal expansion that focuses primarily on one region of the map.
Woo! Extra region.
Yep.
And it also shakes up the racial dynamics.
Indeed.
Puts the whites on top and the blacks on bottom. Oh wait, that's how it is now. Maybe not.
But yeah, the story apparently is focusing on a dragon that created the Sylvari race. And so now, other races in the story are racist against them.
Those racists.
Because they don't know whether they can trust them.
You can't. You can never trust a Sylvari. Been saying it for years.
Especially those engineering ones.
Yeah. Never played the game.
It's okay.
Also, they're getting a new class, the Revenant.
Yep.
Which is the first class since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Pays homage to Guild Wars 1's heroes, taking on the aspects of characters from Guild Wars past.
Yep. It's pretty neat, actually. Also, all of the combat classes are gaining elite specializations. As an example, a ranger, when they use a staff, will become a druid.
Woo!
Yep.
Also, there's going to be more raids, more guild halls.
Well, there's going to be guild halls.
Oh, I thought they already had those.
Nope.
Oh. Well, there's going to be guild halls. And new world versus world battlegrounds. Kind of like Rift, I assume?
Something like that.
I think that's how Rift works.
Yeah, it's like basically a server versus a server.
Yeah. And also, there's going to be a MOBA-inspired PvP map.
Yep.
Which, if you like MOBAs, should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And new players only need to buy the expansion. The primary game comes with it.
Yep. It is also now, I think, free to play.
For everybody?
For the primary game. I think so.
That's
quite possibly.
I might have to check it out then. Once I get my computer working again. Here.
So yeah. Then also video game news.
Yep. Tekken 7 released the same trailer it released before, only with subtitles.
And everybody's calling it the announcement trailer, which it technically is. But
well, it's the English announcement trailer.
Yeah, but it's not much anything new. Aside from now we understand what the frick is going on.
And also the funny part is they released the English one at the Paris Game Show.
Mm-hmm.
You think they would have released the French one at the Paris Game Show? Get your country straight, Japan.
Indeed.
Jeez.
Also, more news from the Paris Games Week. Street Fighter V set down a release date of February 16th and revealed Dhalsim.
Yep. He grew a beard in the last 15 years.
Yep. And he's got a cool new move kit.
Yep. It looks pretty cool. Next up, Detroit Become Human. Announcement trailer released at the Paris Game Week.
Indeed.
And it looks really good.
Yeah. It looks really pretty too.
Well, that's what I mean by good.
Yep.
The gameplay is not going to be good because it's just an interactive movie thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure the story will be cool,
mm-hmm.
and it's going to be beautiful.
Yep.
Next up is No Man's Sky has finally got a release month.
Yep.
Not a date, just a month. Of June 2016. So it'll probably be like August 31st. So that's what happens.
Yep, when you have a month, sometimes it goes to another month, then another month, then more months.
Yeah, especially if you're Star Citizen. Goes to a different year.
Then also, Paradox Interactive bought the rights, or actually bought White Wolf licensed IPs from CCP Games.
Yep. Which involves World of Darkness and wasn't there another one?
Vampire the
Yeah,
Masquerade.
that's it. Vampire the Masquerade, which I remember hearing about like 4 years ago.
Yep.
It's like, oh, they're making a new MMO. Cool, whatever. Back then, I used to play Eve, so I
Mhm.
kind of cared a little bit. But now, and then that's the last I ever heard about it. Like,
Yep,
we're making this awesome new
because
game.
apparently CCP wanted to focus more on Eve anyway, so
Yeah, the Eve universe. They just keep making new
yeah.
Eve games, and they all look like tiny little fucking games.
Mhm. And so they did that rather than focusing on the MMO, and they kind of just dropped it completely. But now a different company picked it up.
Yep. Now
So
Paradox has it.
indeed,
Do we know who's going to be making the game? Because they're producing company,
I'm
like
not
EA.
sure. It would that be the White Wolf license company type licenses or whatever?
Well, that's the
Because
license. That's not who makes the game.
okay.
That's just the
I just figured there might
IPs.
be more people with the IP then,
Not
who focus
usually.
with it. Okay. In
Usually you
that
just
case, we
get
don't.
the yeah.
We don't know yet.
They might still be looking.
Yep.
Could be, or they're just gonna sit on it for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Next up, Mirror's Edge Catalyst has been delayed from February 23rd
Mm-hmm.
to May 24th.
Because they want to focus on releasing an amazingly polished game.
Day one DLC. They're working on day one DLC.
Then Star Wars Battlefront gets another trailer.
Who cares?
It was pretty. That's about it.
Who cares? Other than that, 12 million people were going to buy that game.
And have already pre-ordered. And hate that they pre-ordered it.
I hate that they pre-ordered it. Because that's exactly what we need to stop doing. Pre-ordering games that are going to suck. Games that are built on a logo.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's very little else.
Yeah.
Which is Battlefront to the Tees.
Then also,
speaking of crappy games that should never have been pre-ordered.
Yep.
Batman Arkham Knight was re-released for the PC, and it still doesn't fucking work.
Nope. Apparently, according to a bunch of Steam reviews, which is like I think over 6 pages long already, you need to have a very specific system requirement for the game to even function properly. Still.
How do you fuck up that hard?
And otherwise, other people, like if you're playing like on Windows 7 even, it's built to where you can play it on Windows Vista and upward. If you're playing it on anything 7 and below, it crashes as soon as you enter the game. And then everything else, there's a high chance that it will crash or it won't crash. And while having more RAM does help, it hasn't been the complete issue. So, yeah. But we do have a review on by a reviewer who's actually able to play the full game.
Yep.
And
he gave it a D.
Yep.
If you're using the retarded grading scale. I mean, the grading scale they use for kids nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah. So don't buy that fucking game on PC. Don't buy it at all. Fuck those people. Quit farming your games to China.
Or like at least wait 2-3 years when it's $5.
No,
$2.
Because it's still gonna be broken.
Or $1.
They're probably just gonna say fuck it, good enough, and never patch it.
Yeah, even though it's probably
Cut
a patch
their
that
losses.
they could fix in like one day.
I don't know. It sounds like it's intrinsic in the system.
That
like,
could be.
Because they had 6 months to fix this game and they couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
They got their money's worth.
I mean, they fixed it enough where it's not like as abysmal as it originally was, but it's still
now
pretty fucking
it just
bad.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Before it didn't work well. Now it doesn't work.
For some people. Now it still works for other people though, with minor glitches in the game itself. But
don't get the game.
Yeah.
Stay very far away from it.